you to not be first?
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their gilt rings. Right, the bouncers gilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Manchester. I've got to say, a blast from the past. It's been a while, Dave. I've not spoke to you in a good few years now, man. So how's life been?
Really good, yeah. I think people forget that I'm only 31 still. I'm only 31. Yeah, I've been around forever, but yeah, nice to be back. Yeah, nice to be back.
Well, you've had 3 fights sort of under the radar, maybe from I think it was a Dave Price loss. I think you've had 3 fights, but you've had 3 knockout wins in that time. So you have been on the circuit, you have been doing your thing, but you've got a major step up now in Frazer Clarke, the Olympic medalist, done it all in the GB squad, been there and done it as an amateur. You've been there and done it as a pro. So what can we expect from you on fight night?
Well, I've known Frazer since I was young. I've known him since 2012. We was both in the ABAs. I was a cruiserweight, he was a heavyweight, and I've known him since then and followed him since then, sparred him since then, been friends since then. So it's business for me, and I'm a different person to what I was before. I used to be, I would say, looking back, a bit of a moron, probably. Yeah. So a bit of an idiot, really. I was given great opportunities, but boxing to me was always a hobby. You know, if I got paid out of it, brilliant, great. I wasn't really arsed. So different man now, got kids and just different. I see life differently, and this is a big opportunity for me. This is a big chance. You know, I've not been offered much at all the last couple of years, so it's one I must take. It's one I must perform. More than the win, I must perform. If I don't perform, it's probably game over for me.
You mentioned there that you were a bit of Moron. Now you've got kids, you've got a beautiful daughter now. A lot of fighters, though, when they do have kids, they've got more to fight for than just themselves. Do you feel like you've got more to fight for now you've had kids?
Not really, no. Boxing is... I separate boxing from everything else, really. Boxing for me is... I love boxing. I've been doing it since I was 16 years old. I love it, but I played with it, and now I've took it serious. And through years of being a moron and sparring the Furies, Joshua's, Usyk, you know, unfit, I got very crafty and clever, but I was never able to perform on fight night for 2 reasons. One, I wasn't fit, and one, I didn't have the mental maturity. Fight week, you've seen me on fight week, madman everywhere. So yeah, if I perform Saturday, this is not a walkover for Frazer Clarke. He's the favourite. I've been out a long time. He's the Olympic medalist, but it's not a walkover by any means. I'll give him the biggest test of his career so far. That is a definite.
That being said, are we in for an exciting fight? Can the fans that are in the arena on Sky Box Office, watching on Sky Box Office, can we expect fireworks in this fight?
That's up to Frazer Clarke. You know, he's probably the better boxer and got a good jab and he can move. I envisage he'll make it a boxing match. It's my job to make it a fight, and if I can make it a fight and I can do it early enough, I can win the fight.
I said to Jamie Moore yesterday that when your head's in the game, when you've got the bit between your teeth, we can see performances like the Nick Webb, like the Lucas Brown. Sometimes you mentioned there in fight week you can act the clown, and sometimes we see the performances fade away. How is your headspace right now going into this fight then? Can we see the Nick Webb, Lucas Brown performance from yourself?
Well, the Nick Webb performance was awful. I'd not trained for 5 weeks. I had concussion from the Yoka fight. The Webb fight was awful. I just outlasted him because I'm a bit tougher. The Brown fight, I was awful for 2 rounds. The 3rd round was good. So, Saturday, I think I'm a different person. I'm calm. I've got a calmness about me now. And before, I had a real... I'm not sure what the word is, but it wasn't calm. So I'm calm. That maturity, I think, is everything. I think that was showing the performance. It's showing now. I'm not buzzing around. I'm here to do a job, and I really, really think I can win this fight. The worrying thing for me is Frazer Clarke knows what I'm capable of as well. I've known him a very long time, and I know he'll be 100% on it. That's what I was hoping to box, like Wardley or Adelaide, because they'd have thought he ain't that good. Frazer Clarke knows the score, but I look forward to the challenge.
You mentioned there, if You're confident you're going to beat Frazer Clarke. You mentioned the Wardleys and all them guys, the Adelaides and all them guys. You win this fight, there's going to be talk about you facing the Wardleys, the Adelaides, the Solomon Dakers for the English or even British title. You've sort of maybe not hold the British title, maybe that's still a dream of yours. Is that still a dream of yours, and are you wanting them fights if you get past Saturday?
I'm going to box all of them, win, lose or draw. I'm ready to box all of them. One thing with me is I box everyone. I boxed above my station a fair few times, but I box all of them. Win, lose or draw, I'll box Adelaide or Dakers next. Fisher, Wardley, any of them, I'm not bothered. I'm a boxer, it's my job, I'm here to box. When they don't box each other, I don't get it. We're here to box, like the Frazer Clarke fight. As soon as the offer, I didn't even look at the offer, they said the Frazer Clarke fight's my offer. I said, sound, done. I'm here to box, I'm a boxer, that's what we're here to do. So excited for Saturday. Yeah.
So am I to be honest, not just the main event, but everyone loves the heavyweight scrap. You mentioned that you spotted Tyson Fury and you spotted Usyk. I want to get your opinion on this fight the past week in the Daniel Dubois. I'll ask two parts to this question. Was it a low blow? Did Daniel Dubois quit?
It was a low blow, yeah. It was an illegal punch, and you get 5 minutes. So by the rules, the right call was made. It was a low blow, and you get 5 minutes. So for me, it's taken away from Usyk's performance at 36 with over 12 months out to come back and beat Dubois 9 rounds still and stop him. We should be raving about that, but we're not, because we're talking about this low blow. Madness, isn't it?
Did Daniel Dubois quit in your eyes? I mean, I've said this a good few times. I'm never going to experience getting hit with 10-ounce gloves from a guy your size. So I don't know how hard a jab, when a jab lands, how hard it is. Obviously, Usyk landed that jab. It was like a little corkscrew and a little sort of turn on the knuckle. Landed on Dubois. Dubois went down. Could he have got up in your eyes?
Well, I was vocal about quitting before, and then I boxed Price, and I got pulled out of the corner. I quit as well. So for me, there's a difference between quitting and reaching your limit. You know, I don't think physically he'd reached his limit, but mentally he checked out. He was done, and there's no shame in that. He's 25 years old. When I was 25, I wouldn't have lasted 3 rounds, never mind 9. So, and I'm a professional boxer. I've boxed at a good level. So when people say certain things about him, they don't realise how hard it is. I sparred Usyk with big gloves and an egg guard, and that weren't very nice. So I give Daniel Dubois a lot of credit. He just reached his limit on that night. You know, probably the low blow that probably got in his head, and he mentally was done. So I don't think he quit now. I wouldn't say that's the right way of describing what happened.
You sparred Usyk, like you mentioned. You sparred Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's been going to watch that fight from Saturday night. They're sitting on this couch, man. So, like I say, you sparred both men. What happens in that fight if they two fight?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, Usyk for me, there's a big difference between Dubois and Ngannou. So, I think Tyson's too big. I think he's too big, and with that size advantage, it'd be too much. But if there's one man out there capable of beating Fury, it's Usyk. So they're both each other's kryptonite in a way, because the way to beat Usyk and Fury, in my opinion, is to frustrate, is to annoy. Because you know when I sparred both of them, I was annoying the life out of them. Do you know why? Because I don't want them to whip me hand it. Do you know what I mean? I'm not putting my hands up on boxing normally. I'm talking to him, I'm standing on the toe. I stood on Tyson's toe once. He said, "You do that again, I'm going to fucking knock you out." And I didn't do it again. But that is a way to go about it. You have to irritate him, and they're both capable of doing that to each other. So it's still the best fight in heavyweight boxing, in my opinion. But I don't think it'll happen. No.
Well, that's a shame if it doesn't happen. I've still got my fingers crossed for that fight. You've plenty of media here, Dave, for you. So I'm going to one last question. You're back on the big stage. Pay-per-view Dave is back. Sky Box Office. What can we expect from you in this Frazer Clarke fight?
Entertainment. It's an entertainment business. I'm here to stay, and there's two ways doing that. One's winning, and one's entertaining every single person in that crowd. So I'm going to entertain, and I'm going to win doing it. So I'm confident, but I'm a realist, a painful realist. It's going to be a hard fight, but I'm confident.
Dave, it's an absolute pleasure to see you again, big man, and I can't wait for your fight on Saturday night. Thank you much, Dave. Thank you.
To not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncers guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.